Reaming primer pockets for 8x57 JR drilling. William Hovey Smith, 2024. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And once more, we are reloading for the 8x57 JR, which runs in a Sauer Sohn drilling, a 3-barrel German gun that uses this special rimmed cartridge. Now, it is similar to the rimless 8mm Mauser with an important exception. All the world's 8mm Mausers of modern vintage shoot a 3-2-3 size bullet. The 8x57 JR, on the other hand, shoots a 3-1-8 size bullet, and typically the round nose. Well, when I bought this gun almost 50 years ago, yeah, I bought the bullets and I bought the powder and I bought extra cases and I brought this pack tool to reload it. Now, I ran into a problem in that the primers were very tough to fit in the primer pocket. I've loaded hundreds of thousands of rounds, and no, I've never had this problem before, even with hand tools. So, we have a primer pocket reamer, which you'll see more of later, to enlarge the pockets. Now, we had one case of all those we shot previously that has a split neck, so I'll not use this case for anything. So this is a good test case, and I've already reamed out the pocket, and now we're going to see if we did any real good. And I'll bring you up so you can see it. I was in hopes that I could take the little primer tool and actually do it with the fingers, but not so. What was needed to actually put this into a vise, take the primer pocket enlarging tool and mount that in an electric drill, and with just a touch, zoom zoom, we have enlarged the primer pocket. What I'm doing is taking the case and putting it in my vise and actually running it all the way to the rim. And then tightening it. Okay. Now we have the reamer that you see here, chucked up in my drill. Seat it, straighten it up. And that's all there is. Well, one primer pocket reamed. You don't want to be aggressive. You don't want to really press the devil out of your case, just enough to keep it from moving. And you can see fresh primer pocket. You can see fresh brass there exposed. And that's what it should look like. And now, you can take the primer, put it in the receptor end here, and you have to drop down, right side up. There you go. Drop down the priming arm a little bit. You almost need 3 hands to do this. Seat the case. There we go. Make sure the case is all the way back and centered. Now you may have heard the primer sort of go a little bit, and then very little force is needed to prime your cartridge. Now I'm going to load up one of these now that I've got a couple and shoot them just to make sure that this is copacetic and we don't have any leakage around the this primer pocket now that we've altered it. Support this channel by buying my outdoor books, business books, novels, and recommending them to your local libraries. I'm going to load up and shoot a couple of cases just to make sure that everything is okay with this. And this happens to be Norma 203 powder, if you haven't watched the previous video. And I'm going to be loading 44 grains. Now the maximum load for this is 44.8 grains. So we're going to hit 44. Trying to rush. Never helpful. Okay, 44 even. Using my black powder measure just makes it easier to load it in the case. I've already belled the mouth with a separate die in this too, and so we can seat the bullet here. And the right length. No, not quite. I didn't think we were. There we go. Good boy. Okay. There's one loaded test round. Just on that, sir. Okay. This is pretty dense powder as powders go. You drop just a very few grains in there, and it actually makes a difference. Case again. See our bullet. Push it down, dump it out, and so now 2 test rounds. For those who are just picking up this series, this is a Sauer Sohn drilling, the German 3-barrel gun. It has 2 16-gauge shotgun tubes, and I have an insert barrel here for a 22 rimfire Magnum. And the lower barrel here is for the 8x57 JR rifle cartridge, which shoots a smaller diameter bullet than the present JRS cartridge. So consequently, you have to load your own fairly well. Okay. Fully open the gun. Drop the cartridge in the end. It seats. Raise the sight. And this now arms the front trigger. Take the safety off. Shot away. Looks good. Sounds good. The round falls from the gun. Primer is well struck. Looks fine. Round number 2. Round falls from the gun. And the primers look very normal. I don't feel any protrusion from the case, so our method is apparently working. And I feel confident now that I can remount the primer pockets this way and have an acceptable and safe shooting round. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.